Everybody out there today, let's go ahead and get the scope going here. I keep saying cast. I'm so used to doing these webinars. But good morning to everyone. Here we got it switched. Let's see if this camera's a little bit high. As you can see, I shaved off some stuff last night. Had to cut the hair. Good morning, Christy Hope 23. I think it's the first time you've joined me on one of my scopes. I'd love to see where you're actually joining me from. I'll give you a shout out here in your city. Not going to be on here long. D12, welcome for joining. Australia, lovely. What part of Australia are you coming in from, Christy? Never been there. Always wanted to get to Australia, and I know we'll make it happen soon, but just haven't made it yet. As you can see, I'm dressed for my exercise this morning. South Australia. Awesome. Well, welcome this morning. Again, I'm going to keep this short because I realize, I was thinking about it yesterday, that the most valuable asset that everyone has is their time. Absolutely the most valuable asset. Why? Because you can't get it back. Welcome, Deputy. Appreciate you joining this morning. Love to see where you're tuning in from. Time is one of those things that, unfortunately, Tharv 3219, welcome. Again, send me a message. Let me know where you're tuning in from as you join the scope. We can't get it back. We cannot get time back. And it's funny, we normally don't notice how it's creeping by us until it's too late, unfortunately. I look at my kids and they're a great gauge for me. I've got one that's soon to be 4 now this month, and another that'll be 15 this month, and one that's already 20 will be 21 in February, which is mind-blowing to me that he's going to be 21 years old. It's crazy. But you look over their lives and you see how they developed, and you look over the years and you see the changes that have happened, and some of those happen right in front of your eyes, and you don't even notice them. But the entire time, there's a great word being used, but throughout that, you see that time is moving by. It's like that hourglass that you hold upside down. It looks like nothing's really happening as the sand flows through. You can see it. You can see the sand literally falling from one unit down to the bottom, but it doesn't look like that top gauge or the top section that holds all the sand supply is really moving until you see a significant move or a significant amount of time has gone by. Then you can actually notice the difference in that upward compartment and the lower compartment actually filling out. What if our lives were like that? Well, here we are. I actually read a book years ago, and I forget the author, but the title of the book is How to Live on 24 Hours a Day. I was always a night owl. I found it very easy to work 11 p.m., midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I have no problems with that. But go to sleep for a while, wake back up, and keep the day moving. I would crash if I was only getting a couple hours of sleep, but typically I would sleep a little bit later. But it was always nighttime work or stay up late. It's just normal for me. Bed came the earliest probably around 11:30 or so, and I would wake up around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So getting in enough sleep, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. You read stories of the most successful people in the world, and they don't wake up late in the day. They wake up early. So I wanted to be part of that group. And there was a change that needed to happen for me. I needed to maximize the time I was spending with my family and maximize the time that I had to actually operate my businesses as well. How do you do that? I typically would do that where I was pushing the iron or pushing through at night. I wanted to make the change to doing this in the morning. So here we are, this morning miracle, which comes from Hal Elrod's book, The Morning Miracle. I'm up every day now at 5:30. Now the transition though, because here we are day 29 in this, the transition has been a little spotty. I've consistently been up at 5:30. Now I find that I move a little bit slower some days in that morning period than I do in other days. Awesome. You just read the book, Christy. How is your morning miracle time going? I'd love to hear about that. You are the first person to join my scope who has ever read the book. So I would love to see how your miracle morning process is going for you. That's awesome. Speaking of that, I actually have been recording my miracle mornings. This has been my way of keeping accountable to the process and recording every single one of them and loading them up to Facebook and to YouTube. I'll go ahead and share my YouTube page. You can see all of my previous scopes that I've done from my miracle morning process. So we got youtube.com/Kofi Forward. You can find them all there. Of course, there's a bunch of other stuff on my YouTube page as well that you can look into, and maybe it'll help you out. A lot of stuff on goal setting, but some good stuff there. The other place, of course, you can go is my Facebook page, and that's facebook.com/Kofi Forward. So the same ending, just a difference in going to YouTube or Facebook. You can find everything there. But that's absolutely wonderful. Just started trying to, okay. Awesome. I tell you, Christy, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. This is probably one of the best things I have ever done in my entire life. Absolutely life changing. And the simple things that you do in this process and how it completely changed the amount of time you have in your day. I'm telling you, time becomes an asset. We're all looking at 24 hours a day and how we maximize that. I'm waking up every day over here at 5:30 a.m. To start my miracle morning process. So this is now, I've actually incorporated this as one of the extra things that I do in my miracle morning, but I'm still doing everything else that Hal and Ron says in the book. Right after this, I'm going to go into my meditation time. I'm going to, go into my exercise. I do my confessions, or I think he refers to it as, goodness, now I'm having those brain moments. Maybe that's because it's so early in the morning. Goodness. But I'll do my other 2 steps. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, it's all part of Savers. But I'll do my entire process after I do this scope, pretty much. I've already done my reading. I haven't done my scribing yet, but I'll get to that. So everything will come in after this, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. I'm glad you're on the process, Christy. Mine normally takes about an hour and a half, and that's just because of the scope. I'm working on getting the scope down to 10 minutes max, so that I'm not pushing my morning process too late. I've actually gone as long as 30 minutes on one of these before. I think I was talking about something dealing with retirement, and having spent almost 20 years of my life in that area, I find that I get a little long-winded when I talk about it. So my goal is to shift these downward, max to 10 minutes, hopefully get around a sweet spot of between 3 to 5 minutes. Just throw something out there, hit it really quick, and jump back into it. I tell you, my favorite part, Christy, of the process has been the meditation. Hey, the meditation has been so wonderful. I mean, I prayed, of course, before, but sitting here and now getting to a point of stillness in your mind has been absolutely amazing. It's absolutely wonderful, and it's actually one of the most exciting pieces of the morning miracle process that I'm doing. I'll be jumping into that right after this scope, as a matter of fact. It's the first thing I do immediately after this. I wake up in the morning. It's amazing how your mind is immediately full of thoughts. I had a song in my mind as soon as I woke up this morning, a Fred Hammond song. So here I was all morning, and it's just going around and around and around and around. Then there's some reading, kind of still the song a little bit. But as soon as I finished that, I came downstairs and the song was back and jumped to this. So I know when I get into my moment of quiet, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. So definitely keep it up. This has been day 29, or this is the start of day 29 for me. Yeah, the meditation, I'm telling you, Christy, it's going to change things for you. Bottom line, it's going to make a difference. But yeah, keep it up, keep it going. For all those who have been with me on this journey, I appreciate you. Even if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. I always appreciate the hearts as well. So keep those coming and share this scope with your friends. I appreciate you all. And I know I've been talking about getting back into retirement for some time. Forgive me. All these thoughts come up in my mind, and I just go ahead and release them. Thanks for the hearts. I promise I will get back into retirement. As a matter of fact, I was doing some research yesterday. Yeah, it was a Sunday and I was doing research. And I was researching, how people are saving for retirement and whether or not people are really saving enough for retirement. So I'm going to actually put some stuff out on Facebook today about that. And that may actually push me back into talking about it in the morning on these scopes. So in any case, let me keep with my goal. I'm sure I've gone over 10 minutes, but that's something I'm working on. I'm getting better at it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for this morning. As always, thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to move into some meditation, which I absolutely love. And I will be back online with you all tomorrow morning. Oh, I've been talking about this exercise. I'm going to jump into that today. I'm going to record it. Not my entire, exercise. I got this thing. Awesome. I appreciate you saying that, Christy. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's absolutely wonderful to read that across the screen. I hope to see you back on here again. There's so much more to share, and also look up the former videos. Maybe there's some things from my former scopes that may be absolutely helpful that are out there on my YouTube or my Facebook page. In any case, I'm gonna also do the recording of the exercise, not the winded sessions or the sections of my exercise. That's why I work out at home. I feel like I can look as crazy and as miserable as I want to at home and not have to go into the gym and show that to everybody else. So I'll pop in a video and do some exercise here, record before and record after. I've already taken my my Niagen product, my High Five Edge product. So I'm ready after I do my meditation to get into that. And I've already started my water as well. So I'm well on my way. And I'm not going to scope. I'm only going to record it and load it to my Facebook page. So I'm going to hold myself accountable. I've got a few days here left till Christmas. 5 pounds will be out of here in less than 2 weeks. We'll continue on with the goal, 55 days straight exercise. So I'll be doing 2 things. The scope, which won't end, and then 55 days straight of exercise and recording. So I hope to see you all do something as well along that journey. Hope you're doing your goals before the end of this year and setting up your 2016. And I hope that, the rest of this year is absolutely phenomenal. But today, focus on today being an absolutely great day. And I look forward to seeing you all online tomorrow morning. Take care.